Hello, welcome to Project 4 for the derivatives class. We're going to set up a bond portfolio and do some cash flow mapping in this project. Several macros and one function. So to start off, we're going to come over to the base Excel group, go down to assignment 4, we'll just select the file and go ahead and open it. You guys should be experts at this now. Enable the editing, enable the content, click to start the process, and then your 800 number, which is used to assign your password, so make sure you put that in correctly. Alright, we just close. And we'll open up our portfolio file. Alright, so this is the system that we're going to be working with. This is where we're going to put our bonds. Then we'll do our yield curve estimate. Find out what our sale price of the bonds are going to be. Yield data, etc., etc. All right, you're going to be assigned a series of bonds at random. To get that assignment, you'll come over here to projects, and then it's assignment 4. Real quick, this is a document. First one is a document that shows how to do cash flow mapping. We'll go over that in class, but I recommend that you download it, print it out, and read through it carefully. This is the traditional project overview telling you what to do. This is our assigned bonds that we're interested in. Just go ahead and open the file. Alright. Well, I don't know why my... There we go. Enable the editing. So what you see here is the portfolio. Your name will be here. Just find your name. This is going to be your series of stocks that you're in need. Your portfolio targets. This is the amount that you have to invest in millions. This is your duration target. And then you have Alt 1, Alt 2, Alt 3. I try and do a good job in terms of selecting companies that actually have bonds, but occasionally you may end up with a stock company in your bond selection that no longer offers bonds. They may have offered them at the time that I put the data together, and they don't offer them now, or I don't know, whatever. So on this third tab where it says alternate bonds, you'll see a list of 30 companies. Now each one of these I know have bonds, and they have quite a few bonds typically, like Procter & Gamble, for example. So my alternate numbers are 11, 27, and 19. If one of my bonds have problems, I'll go to number 11 and use PNC. If another bond has a problem, I'll go to 27 and then to 19. One of my companies is CLR. On Alt Bond, we also have CLR's number 10. So if I just happen to get number 10 and I came here, I can't use the same company twice. Just go to the next one on the list. If you need more than 3 companies, come and talk to me, because I need to work on the see if I can find something in the code that will keep that from happening when I do this stock selection. Alright, so that's the process. If you do have to do an alternate bond, please note that in your write-up. Single sentence, company XXX didn't have any bonds, so I used my alternate number 19 or whatever the number is, stock ticker symbol, etc. Alright, so here are my portfolio again. I want these ticker symbols then, so I'm just going to highlight the column or the row, Control C to copy, come back to my original file here, and then I'm going to go ahead and paste them as a transpose. So I don't type in my ticker symbols, I just try and get them out as quickly as I possibly can. I don't need this file anymore, so I'm just going to close it. All right, so we need to get information. Oh, you know what? I did need that file still. There we go. Because I need to get my investment and my duration target. So here is my duration target, and it is going to be 4.83 years. And then my investment amount is 46.42 million. So let's get my target in, 4.83, and my portfolio value, which is 46.42. Just confirm that one more time. Yes. All right, now I don't need this file. You're going to start your bond portfolio on whatever day you're on. So I'm on 8/24/2016. So we'll go 8/24/2016. Our target date is actually the day the portfolio is going to come due. This is going to be equal to our start date plus the number of years in the future that we want our duration target to be. We're going to multiply that then by 365. So this is the number of years out that I'm interested in. That's the day I want the portfolio to mature on, based on a 365 day year, which is fine even if there's leap days in there or something. I just want to go out 4.83 times 365. So this is going to be the actual date. You don't want to play with any leap year functions or anything like that. We want 4.83 times 365 days into the future. Okay. To get the bond data, and I'm going to close this video here really soon. As I've mentioned before, you always want to kind of keep your spreadsheets as neat and kind of organized as possible as you come through. You can go ahead and open up some additional space. Let me zoom in here a little bit farther so it's going to be a little clearer on the video. I think I mentioned this before about the magnifier, but just to reinforce that option, if you click under accessories and ease of access, there's always this magnifier here that then is going to zoom up, and you can actually use this on the video that you're watching and be able to increase the magnification. Hopefully that will help you see things a little bit better. Target date. All right, so getting the bond data. On the assignment tab, there's a link here that goes to the bond data. That's going to be the FINRA bonds. I've got it pulled up over here. It'll take you to this particular page once it reloads. Thank you. Showing the current yield curve. Blue represents the current or the yield curve 1 year ago. Red represents the last yield curve yesterday based on the last close. 1 month, 3 months, 6 months. We're going to be working with this yield curve as part of this project. You'll notice short-term rates have actually increased, long-term rates have decreased. That's actually kind of a signal of a declining economy. We call this a flattening of the yield curve. It's not as steep as it is normally. Anyway, we want to go to the search function, and we're going to enter a symbol. So I've got my first symbol here is CLR. So I'll just come and I'll pick my ticker symbol CLR. And I'll get this nice list of bonds that are going to come up. Now, I want to pick bonds. Some of the bonds I pick, I want maturities that are greater than 6/21/21. And some of them I want to have maturities a little bit less. The duration of a bond is always less than its maturity date, unless it's a zero coupon bond, in which case its duration is maturity. So in order to get the 4.83 duration target, I need to pick some bonds that have durations that are longer than 4.83 years, and some bonds that have durations that are shorter than 4.83 years. And in addition, we're not going to use this in this project, but in the 4315 bond portfolio project, we're actually trying to minimize our upfront costs, maximize our yield, and hit the duration target and the final value target of the portfolio. Anyway, let's keep going. So I'm going to take a look at my bonds and our CLR. And I can pick any one of these bonds. Now I've gone through before and done a little bit of research to see which ones make the most sense. And this is one of the bonds that I think I want to use. It's callable. It has a coupon rate of 5%. Its maturity is on 2022, so its duration is probably going to be right there, about 4.5 years, maybe 4.7 years. So it's a pretty good bond to pick to hit my duration target. And I need to pick at least one bond from each. I have to pick one bond from each one of the companies. All right, so before I go on and pick some additional bonds, I don't want this video to go on too long, but you'll notice that I'm not clicking on it. I'm just picking right here. And now if I go to my watch list, wait until it populates, you're going to see that bond down there. So let me just do one more real quick. We'll go back to our search function. I'm going to do Merck. That's MRK. Let me just do the next one in the list. BLL. So let's go BLL. And this becomes my list from Ball Corporation of their different bonds. And I'm going to do this first one, which comes due on the 2023. So I'm just going to go ahead and check that one as the bond that I want. And that, again, adds it to my watch list. And then we'll just go back to the bonds and the search tool. And you'll just keep going through each one of the tickers, picking one of the bonds from each one of the stocks, considering the duration target point that you're looking for. Which, again, you want some bonds that are going to mature after this, and some bonds that are going to mature right on that date or slightly before this particular date. All right, I'm going to end the video here. I'm going to go ahead and finish picking the bonds that I want. When we come back, I'm going to go straight to the watch list, and then we're going to work on populating this worksheet. Thank you very much. I hope you're enjoying the class and enjoying the projects. Have a good day. Bye.